Hey CJ students, I'm going to help you out with homework 10.5 focused on X and Y intercepts. So the first part is a pretty simple review of slope. So basically what you're just going to do is you're going to say, hey, this is my X1, Y1, X2, Y2, and plug that into slope formula, saying -1 minus -1 over 0 minus 7. And when you do that, you get 0 on top over -7 on bottom. 0 over a number is a 0 slope. Yep. Number 3, x1, y1, x2, y2. You're going to get 5 minus -9. Notice I'm doing it y1 minus y2 this time. And 3 minus 3. On top you get 14. On bottom you get 0. And a number over 0 is a vertical line or undefined slope. Number 5, so first thing you need to do is label the points to find the slope. So you go 1, 2, -2 up, 1, 2, 3, so -2, 3, and then 0, 2, 0, 2. So given that, x1, y1, we can do 3 minus 2 over -2 minus 0. In doing that, you'll get 1 over -2, and there's your slope of -1/2. It also makes sense on number 5 to cross off B and D because this is a negative sloping line, so there's no way it could be A. Another way it makes sense is to go from point to point. You go down 1 and right 2. Hence 1 over -1 over 2. Right? Number 7, the points here we have -1, 0. This point -1, 0. And this point is 0, because I move left to right 0 times, -1. So 0, -1. It makes sense again to cross off the answers that don't make sense, which are the positive answers, because it's a negative sloping line, x1, y1. So we'd say 0 minus -1 over -1 minus 0. On top we get 1, on bottom we get -1. 1 over -1 is -1. Again, if you try to go from point to point, you go down 1, right 1. So -1 over 1, right? Number 8 should be very quickly done because you have a z right there, but go ahead and label your points anyway. That's -1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4 right up to 4, 2, and then prove it with the math. Right? And then number 6, we go left 1, 2, 3, so -3, 0, because we went up or down 0, and then we move left to right 0 times and up 2, so 0, 2. So those are your 2 points there. You need to find the slope on 6. Number 9, which of the following describes the slope and the y-intercept of the following table? So slope should be easy. We'll just go ahead and say 4 minus 0, right, because we have x1, right, x1, y1. 4 minus 0, we're doing 4 minus that 0, and then 0 minus 2 on bottom. 0 minus 2, we get 4 over -2, which is really -2 over 1, or -2. We could just plug these points in here like we did. I don't know why I had slope twice. I guess you only needed it once, so don't need to do that. And then the y-intercept, interesting. So if we draw this, we draw this and try and plot real quickly. 0, 4 is right there, and 2, 0 is right there. So here's your x-intercept, and there's your y-intercept, and there's your line. So 0, 4 is your y-intercept. So we have a negative sloping line, right? There's a negative slope, so anything that says positive slope is gone. So A is gone, 0 slope's gone. Okay, so negative slope of -2 with a positive y-intercept. We have a positive 4 for our y-intercept. This one says negative y-intercept. That would be a y-intercept down here in the negative range, so D is not it. B is the answer. Negative slope of -2 and a positive y-intercept. Okay. Number 10 again, just plug the points right in here. Use the slope formula to find the slope. And then if I were you, I'd also plot this. 3, 0 would be about right there. There's your x-intercept. And 0, -9, it would be like all the way down here. Just an estimate. And then you'd have a slope line look like that, but you got to figure out the slope. Obviously, in this case, you have a negative y-intercept, right? Number 11, name the x-intercept and the y-intercept in the following table. So 0, 5, just think about it. Actually plot it out. 0, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. that is a Y-intercept. And then 4, 0, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a X-intercept because you go up or down 0. It's on the X-axis. So 0, 5, there's your Y-intercept. And then there's your X-intercept. So you want the X-intercept to stay first because I said, what's the X, then what's the Y? So the X-intercept's got to be 4, 0. So anything that doesn't have 4, 0 first is wrong. And look, we're left with B, right? 4, 0, 0, 5. Number 13. Name the X and Y-intercept of the following graph. Well, here's your X-intercept where it crosses the X-axis. That would be -1, 0 as the X-int. And here is your Y-intercept where it crosses the Y-axis at 0, 4, your Y-int. So if we look at this, X-intercept -1, 0, 0, 4, that's right. This is wrong. It's got the wrong X-intercept. So is this. So is this. The only correct answer is A. Lastly, in number 14, I'll help you out by labeling your intercepts and then leave it to you. So Y-intercept is 0, -5, and your X-intercept is obviously -4, 0. You find the slope. That's it. Call me if you have questions.